Really pretty. Patrol cars have been going around quite a bit. It's gorgeous. I was here a while back, probably about a year ago. I don't remember that being open like that. Kind of sounds like there might be somebody doing work. Maybe not though. You can go up there and have a little peek. Maybe that's why the patrols are out. Looks like there might be some construction or maybe landscaping being done. Really old, musty smell coming from in there. I don't know if you can see, but you kind of see an arch in the back. I didn't really think about it because I'm here in the middle of the day, but probably could have grabbed like a flashlight or something. Maybe next time. Got the back side of the chapel here. Some cars. I wonder if there's maybe a service or something. It almost feels wrong to be recording. I don't mean any disrespect. This is pretty unique looking. Looks like pieces of it have started falling off. Well, I mean, we're up here. We might as well go over the hill, see what's up here. Some holes over here, so we'll go around. Some of these markers are so old. I don't know if you can see. 1800s. Just walked through cobwebs. James McCoy. Got the feeling the thing is crawling all over me right now. Don't really have any direction in mind. Just kind of following my interests right now. Some people over there. For the most part, trying to avoid people. It's a fairly large cemetery. There was hardly any cars in the parking lot. Should be pretty easy. Definitely check out those down there here in a little bit. I want to go back here first though. So all of this, all the way around down to probably the far end there, it's all surrounded by a road. And the old entrance, pretty sure it's this back corner, way back there, used to be the old entrance that's now closed. You now have to enter complete other side, which isn't a huge deal, but a little fact there, factoid. Trying not to get in anybody's way. I see them coming through with these carts quite frequently. Wow, this marker broke. That's so sad. Wow. Oh, it looks like there are a couple of them back here. You know, so one thing that I've actually read about this place is that a couple of years ago they used to have, the rules here used to be quite lax. I don't think it had a real hours. Wow, that's kind of grotesque. Is that a cat? Goodness. Almost looks like a bat, almost. Anyways, the rules used to be pretty lax. I don't think it really had like a closed time or an open time. It was pretty much, you know, you could come here whenever you wanted to, but I think they had upwards of $1 million in costs from vandalism. I think 2017 or 2018 or something like that. So now, you know, it's sunrise to sunset for the most part, and they typically have a patrol car that will sit there next to the entrance, which is, I think typically like the gate, I've seen it open, but they'll have a car there. So not quite sure how that goes 24/7, but they always have, as you've seen, the patrol cars and everything rolling around and making sure that nothing's going on. So probably not going to go too much further back. It's going to start getting noisy. This here along the back here, you can probably hear it. So getting closer to the road. Probably just wrap around this little road here and make our way back. Markers from 1881. There's another little truck there. Probably people working, I'm thinking. Probably see clear out between those trees there. The cemetery continues to go, and right on the other side of that is Brown Road, which is where I came from. It's a speedway over there and everything. just on the other side of all the trees. And here you can see the fence line, and the cars driving by. That's a little apartment complex over there. So when I said that the cemetery is across the street, I meant it. And it goes all the way around the cemetery as well. I'd be really interested to know if there was ever if they ever deal with any kind of paranormal activity or anything. This cemetery is allegedly haunted. Has your typical lady in gray story associated with it. And I think I'd also read about a little girl that's supposed to be seen between the markers sometimes. It's been a little while since I've done any reading on that. Originally, the paranormal aspect, the fact that it's allegedly haunted was my draw here. But honestly, it's just beautiful here. And it's the second largest cemetery in Ohio. I believe the first, I can't remember what it's called, but it's down in Cincinnati, I believe. Just want to see this marker up here. I wasn't going to get this close to the road, but it's so large and beautiful. And then some of these, I mean, you can see how old these are. Trying to get back to my normal camera. I've got a wide lens, which will allow me to do that, but it's not HD. So for now, we're just gonna stick with this lens here. That way, if the off chance anything ends up in any of this footage here, we'll be able to zoom in on it a little bit and see what happens. Wow, that is gorgeous. First thing that comes to mind is masonry. As in Freemasons. Yeah, see, look how close to the road we are. This thing is gorgeous. It's actually easier to read on the phone than it is in person. Trying to give you guys a good view, but had to shield my eyes from the sun before I could see if I could actually get the whole thing in the shot. Yeah, so on the far side of this fence here is where that old entrance I was talking about was. I remember the first time that I tried to come here, it was actually at night. And it was about a year ago. And I remember following this road here all the way around to get to the other entrance. This was before I realized it was closed after dark. And I remember it was so eerie, you know, driving by all the markers, and the road on this side is really windy. It's a lot of sharp turns, and you always turn like so that you're facing the graveyard, and you could see all of the markers through the trees and the fence. And there's just a small part of me that half expected to see something moving in the tree line or something. Gave me chills, I remember. 1859 to 1939. It's insane. I think, I can't remember the exact date. It was on the sign driving in, so. And I'll probably have some information, just some typical facts about the graveyard in the description below, but I'm pretty sure the cemetery was erected in the early 1800s, I think. I want to say 1813 or in the 1830s, something like that. And I'm pretty sure this isn't the original location. I think once Columbus started getting larger, they actually moved the cemetery to this current location, if I recall correctly. Just a beautiful tree. So dark under there. But yeah, just some random tidbits of information that I'm vaguely recalling about the place. I've actually tried to look up other videos here, and they're few and far between, to be honest. Most of them are a couple of years old. This is not going to be any sort of a masterpiece, but I thought it might be nice to get something new on the internet about this cemetery, because it's just so pretty in a haunting sort of a way. See another pretty interesting marker here I want to look at. Pretty sure that's getting back to where we came from. Yeah, right up there. Used to be a road. Now it's mostly gravel. Like a roughly shaped boulder that was used as a marker here. It's really interesting. And then we have these, I've been seeing a number of these. Kind of looks like a keg, however you want to pronounce it. $1897. Pretty sure there are a number of historical figures in this cemetery. Honestly, not fresh with the names right now. I'm pretty sure Mr. McCoy that we came upon earlier was one of them. I'm gonna say that there might be a vice president or two in here, an old mayor. Definitely, I know for a fact, I remember reading about some war veterans as well that are in here. Yeah, I think we will just keep wrapping around the far end here. quiet little corner over there, doesn't it? Not really hearing anything, sensing anything, feeling anything right now. In case any of you have questions about that. No weird feelings or sensations. And as respectful as I am of this place, I think that's about the only feeling that I have. It's just a sense of respect, and there's a somberness to it as well. I wonder what this section is. I mean, I'm getting the sense that it's military, but I wonder what. 1882. Sergeant in the U.S. Army. Just names here, no dates that I see, maybe on the other side. As you can see, there are a couple of larger markers in here. Getting a bit quiet. This part here is part of that windy road I was telling you about, and I think due to that, there's less traffic. There's another bridge back here, it looks like. This I was not aware of. You don't cross a bridge, so I think this is old, obviously, but we'll take a peek back here real quick. This looks kind of interesting. Looks like there's an access up here to it. This must be from when this used to be. Oh, there's a big spider web right there we're not going to walk through. I'm thinking, because this looks like an old stream bed as well, this might be from when this part of the cemetery, this side of it, was the entrance. I would see if there's a way to, like, I do see the steps there, and it looks like you can wrap around and get up. But I'm not sure that I want to just be climbing around. And although it looks fairly sturdy, I don't know if it's structurally sound and safe to be on either. I'd rather play it safe than be sorry. Something I haven't been doing, but probably will do another lap around the cemetery. That's just such a peaceful little place to have some standalone markers. Probably gonna go around and take some photographs, take some pictures of some of these more iconic standout markers There's so many, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure, you know, any photographer worth their salt could have a field day on the cemetery. This is all along the road as well. So we're gonna go ahead and start cutting in a little bit. Another little, I believe it's a mausoleum, little one. And they've also got doggy bag stations. That being said, most of them are empty. Don't think there are too many people taking their dogs to the cemetery for a walk. Looks like an old sign over here. It's all rusted and aged. Oh, look at that. I wonder how long that's been here. Can't imagine it's been a horribly long time. Oh, look at this. That's beautiful. Wow, that's very unique. I haven't seen anything like that. It's a unique looking little tree over there, holding on to life. You see that? I just mentioned that this road over here to our left, this brown road, I wonder if it has anything to do with Mr. John Beals Brown here. You guys, another little pan around here. If any of the shots look a little high or low, keep in mind, the sun is pretty bright, and I've got my screen on the darker side right now, just to help with the temperature since I've been recording for so long at this point. And there's quite the glare, so I can't always see exactly what I'm recording. Trying to use the best of my intuition to make sure that I've got a good shot for you guys. The downside to using my phone to record all of this is that I was also kind of wanting to try and find some good locations to shoot some B-roll, which I'll probably still do, but doing it with my phone, I'm just gonna kind of be standing here twiddling my thumbs, so might come back out another time to get some of that for you guys, but this certainly won't be my last time here. I'll be back out again. Who knows? Maybe we will see something hard to explain at some point, but that's not why we're here. At least not why I'm here today. Looks like the spacing out here, looks like this is a newer part of the cemetery. Everything's a bit cleaner, and if you can see, the grass out here compared to what we're looking at here. That being said, I mean, some of these markers are still pretty aged, but that doesn't mean that they haven't been moved. I think I am getting the sense that this is a newer part of the cemetery. We will look at these shortly. I just want to come over here and look at this corner real quick though. Wow. We'll actually walk up here, pay some respects. The whole family here. Some of them are pre-marked. I'm not going to spend too much time on any of the names. I've heard about families being kind of sensitive to their loved ones being put on display and such, and not that I think the video is going to do anything crazy as far as popularity goes, but I want to be respectful, of their privacy. It's one thing to see a last name here and there. Schodinger, maybe? On both sides. I wonder if it's the same family. But, yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful. I just thought it was interesting that, and I know that that's pretty common for people to purchase plots in advance so that their families can be together after. It's really quiet out here. See a Jeep back there. This could wrap around all the way down there. So I think I'll just wrap around here and turn around. We'll check out these here though. It's a beautiful markers. Goodness. See these back here as well real quick. Seems like every time I decide to go in a certain direction, I get pulled in another. That's what I'm saying though. I mean, there's so many markers here that have so much character, and different times of day. I'm sure that the cemetery takes on different a difference. I'll just keep it that simple. I'm sure the cemetery has a character its own. And depending on the lighting, it could be welcoming or ominous, potentially. Yeah. We'll go ahead and Obets. There's actually an area here called Obets. It's I believe it's a suburb of Columbus. Don't poop on me. Please don't poop on me. It's a gorgeous one back there. We're not gonna go look at it this time. But I've taken a mental note. And I'll be checking it out next time for sure. There's another one right here that I'd like to look at. And then we'll start heading back down here. Oh, there's the patrol cars down there. I wonder if they're looking for something or if they're just kind of sticking to Oh, you know what? I'm actually pretty sure that's where we were to start. We're on the other side, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know exactly where we are. I think I saw a squirrel. Yeah, so down there where you can see the car, you might be able to see it. We're gonna continue to go down this way anyways. It's the mausoleum I tried to give you guys a peek into back there. It's that really big building back there in the trees. Actually gonna go ahead and cut this video here, and I'll get back with you guys here in just a moment when we get back to where we're heading.